Welcome to the world's first two-person brown load.
Wow. Wow.
It's just me and Kej. Kej and I.
It's just the two of us.
We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I. Do you remember? That was a Will Smith. I don't know the original.
I only remember the Will Smith as well, but I'm sure it was somebody else before.
And it was cute because he was singing about his son.
Yes.
Because from the first time the doctor placed you in my arms, something about keeping you away from harm. And it was like,
wow, you remember a lot of it.
Yeah. And about how when he was driving home with the baby, how nervous he was. It's all that, and you're like, oh, look at that. I probably haven't heard that song in over 20 years. But anyway, it is just the two of us. But
yeah. Bill Withers did the original in 1980.
There you go.
And then Will Smith did his, what year? Come on.
Oh, 1993.
7.
So was it? Okay. I thought I was younger at the time. Obviously not. Obviously a grown man singing along to that. But yeah, it's the two of us because Sachin is DJing in Ghana.
Ghana. That reminds me of something that we did on the radio where it would end with Ghana. It was, I think it was Name That Ghana or something. Or what was it? We did something on the radio and the jingle was, and it ends with Ghana. You've forgotten it?
Kej, I was half asleep for 7 years. Right.
I can't remember it, but it was something like that.
Yeah, if I think about that whole period in my life, our lives.
Yeah.
Because you were part of it for the last 2-3 years.
Yeah.
But I was on that shift, waking up at 4 a.m.
Yeah. It kills you. It kills anyone.
It ain't right. I'm telling you,
it's not right for your body. And I think they should have some sort of health act in place where no one should be on the breakfast shift for more than a couple of years. Absolutely kills you, that.
Well, my mate and now your mate and our mate, lovely man, top broadcaster, Chris Evans.
Yeah.
When I got breakfast, he said to me, make sure you take 2 weeks off every 3 months.
Wow.
I was like, well, you can do that. Chris Evans,
yeah, exactly. He's Chris Evans.
Yeah. So yeah, but you know why? Because it's a killer shift. So how do we get into that? Just the two of us. How do we?
We're just two of us because Sach is in Ghana. Because he said Ghana, and then I did the Ghana. Yeah.
Look at that. We haven't even started the podcast yet, and we've already gone off on one. And that's why Sachin's normally here. He's normally here to anchor us, keep it moving in the right direction, keep it to the plan. And now
today there's no anchor. No. You know what that means? We're speedboat. Yeah. Speedboat without any direction.
Yeah. Just hitting waves, going in the wrong direction.
Whichever way we catch, we're going.
Right. Well, and that's what it should be. So for the first time ever on the podcast, how are you, Kej? Just you?
I'm all right, but I feel like I'm feeling the same as you, and that is because I can hear a little change in your voice, and that's because I reckon you're suffering from the sniffles, your first cold in 18 months, and I've got the same. My hands are cold. I'm sitting here with a fleece on. Oh no, I'm not cold, but I've got that. I've got massive nose blockage.
Yeah.
And it was runny. Now it's dried up, and I'm like,
oh, beautiful. Thank you.
Well, no, but I think everyone is going to relate to this because I think everyone's having a bit of a cold after 2 years. We are so anti the coronavirus. We are so defensed up against the corona. We're jabbed up and everything. Us mere mortals can't handle a cold anymore. I went crazy. I couldn't handle it.
Yeah. In the same way, if you haven't moved from your sofa for 2 years and you suddenly start trying to go for a run, you're going to feel it. And you're saying we've all been cooped up away from all germs because we're avoiding the big baddie.
Yeah.
And in doing so, we maybe have made ourselves a weaker. We've regressed.
We have regressed because I forgot what it was like to walk around your house with just a toilet roll attached to you. Do you know what I mean? And that's what you need to do because it's just flowing. And I was like, what is this? I can't handle it. I was just annoyed that I couldn't get rid of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's, I think we're both suffering from that. And I think a lot of the people in England are suffering from their first cold.
It's a bit early. Still August. We haven't even had bank holiday weekend.
I like to get it out of the way early though. Because this means that this means that we are now ready for the wave, and we won't get the next cold now until December.
Oh, because Like we've now got the antibodies.
Yes. That's what I always like to do. I like to get the cold early, sort of end of August.
You're making out like you're in control of when you can get a cold.
No, I think you can sort of. I mean, obviously you got to do the basics like wash your hands and everything, and I hope that no one slurps your face or anything like that. But
slurps your face.
Well, you know what I mean. But it's like when you go out sometimes and you get a bit huggy, pally. You don't know if they've sneezed on their hands and the contamination.
My wife doesn't like me slurping anyone's face. I'm sure she wouldn't approve of
no, just
anyone slurping
sometimes
mine.
You and your cousins might be out. Lads know. You start hugging. Dances start coming out.
What kind of nights do you have with your family?
Those nights that we used to have before lockdown. Do you remember those?
When you get together with your cousins and do slurpy.
When we're not slurpy, but you're all having a bit of a mad one, and you end up hugging, and you're in close proximities. I just don't like. I'm just so aware of that now. I just don't like being close to anyone.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's ironic because a couple of years ago you were less getting in amongst the middle of the dance floor,
fully
the crowd, and all of that.
But I just think, well, look at us. We've just, like you said, we've regressed. We've become a weak society, and our immune systems have gone rubbish. So we need to bump that up, haven't we?
Yep. So then the idea what you're really saying is we need to get back out there and start mixing with people again.
Well, we do. We have been out and about. How have you been? How's your week? What have you been? I know you're busy with the kids on the holiday. Have you run out of things to do yet? Are we?
I'm drying up. I tell you why. I tell you how we know we're drying up. We did our second visit to Birmingham in a month.
Oh, wow! You don't do that in a month.
No. I'm Tommy Sandu. There's no need to do that, right?
So does that mean have you been? Is it Cadbury World up there? Have you been there?
No. We haven't. We're not. It's not that bad yet.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
No, obviously, I'm kidding, Birmingham people. Before you, I married one of yours. All right, I got her out. Okay, she So it's the in-laws are there, right? So my wife's parents are there. So we left the kids with them this weekend, and me and my wife, her brother, and her cousin climbed Mount Snowdon in Wales.
Wow!
So
wow.
We left the kids there and went off for a nice hike. Loved it. It was a bit misty, hard work.
But it wasn't wet.
It was quite wet. It was.
Okay.
It had a kind of dampness in the air.
A bit of dew, but it wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't pouring down.
No,
as you were climbing. No.
It drizzled a bit. It drizzled in times, but it was okay. That was kind of nice. It was part of it. Then the mist would clear, and you'd see how high up you are. Then you'd keep going a bit more, and a bit of a scramble. Some parts are a bit slippery, grippy. But all in all, like you can stop kind of wherever you want. There's always somewhere to lean. And
I do like the sound of that. It brings back memories of Duke of Edinburgh War. Did you take emergency sort of essential bits of food?
Oreos.
Okay, that's not the best, but
protein bar.
Yeah, that's good. Protein bars didn't exist when I did it. Snickers is the best.
Is it?
Yeah, Snickers, lot of energy for the size of the bar.
I love a Snickers.
Oh yeah, the peanuts, everything. It's a
Snickers
good
is a meal. It's a meal.
This is why it's a good emergency stock. It's a good emergency bar for your next mountain that you do.
All right, I'll stuff a Snickers in my knickers when I'm climbing a mountain.
Always have a Snickers in your knickers. And then also the other good thing that we were always advised to have, which I don't actually know if it still exists, but Kendal mint cake. Do you remember that?
No, never heard of it.
Kendal mint cake is just a bar of mint, but it was good for you, brings you back a lot of energy very quickly. And if you don't have mint, you're stuffed, but it's just a proper slab of mint.
A slab of mint? What in what form?
I don't know how else to explain it, but it is just a slab of mint. You can just break it off and you just bite into mint. Like I don't know how to describe it. Is it like
that glassy sort of sweet, like Fox's Glacier mint?
No. It's like you can break it like how you would break off chocolate. It's like that.
Mint.
Yeah.
I just don't understand the format.
It's now that I'm explaining it, it's difficult to explain it, but it was like you'd get it in a wrapper and it was just, I mean, if you saw it in someone's record bag, you'd think, oh, you don't want to get caught by the police, bruv.
Right.
So that's how it was looking.
So hold on, let's get this right. You just said this bar of so-called mint that somebody gave you to try, and they told you it was mint, and it brings you back and gives you loads of energy.
It brings you back into the game.
But it's perfectly legal, Kedge. You are so innocent. It's beautiful.
Well, I mean, I did go to a private school. What else do you expect to happen there?
Oh, yeah, no. It's just mint. Yeah, you break it off.
Why are you carrying mint in that dready record bag?
Yeah. Hey, it's a good thing it's not drugs, Kedge, in a record bag. Oh, yeah.
That spliffy record bag you've got, Kedge.
That's amazing. Okay.
No, but yeah, check it out. Here's a good one.
Okay. What was it called again?
Kendall mint cake.
That's a lie. That's a bloke called Kendall in your dormitory at your private school, and he's got his cake. Yeah, it's mint, man. It's mint. It's Kendall's mint cake. It's just pucker. It's brilliant.
So innocent. I never ever thought of it like that.
Yeah, but I got to say, I thought I was unique for climbing Mount Snowdon. We thought we were unique.
Yeah, I'm guessing not a lot of people are doing that.
Well, have you seen the news yesterday? I can't believe it. I went on Saturday. Yeah. The news on Monday is all these people are climbing Mount Snowdon because they've got nothing to do. And I'm like, oh, no.
Oh, no.
All right. But we've been thinking about it for months and wanted to do it. And then this just timing worked out well. But now it's like they went, too many people are climbing it. It was a national story. It's on the national news.
I missed that, really?
Because at the top, there was a little crowd of people and the very little peak bit where you've just got to walk up these final little bits.
What is there at the top? A pole? Is it a pole?
No, it's like a brass slab. Like in the.
But like you do know you reached the peak.
Yeah, it's like it's got a compass put into it and some markings and stuff and some old writing, and it's right at the top.
Effort.
Sorry.
Bit boring for all that effort.
And whatever. And I think it's more of a personal achievement. You say you did it. It's like you get into a little headspace and it's kind of nice to kind of chill out. It's just you and the next step. There's nothing else you can really think about. Do you know what I mean? Because you're just watching your next step, and that's quite nice to escape to and all that. I think it's good. I think it's a good thing to do like that. But it turns out loads of people are bloody doing it. And now they're all in the news, and they're all the local shops saying we can't cope with all the people coming through. And they said, on Saturday alone, we had 3 accidents in 3 hours. That was when we were there. I'm like,
and that's half of them with the Sandu clan climbing.
Exactly. The 3 accidents, just us turning up there. What are we doing?
Word.
Oh, but you know what? I'll tell you what. When we were walking along, one of my wife's cousins slipped.
Oh, no.
I've got to say, you know what? I'm such a bad person.
Did they tumble?
No, just the way, you know how quickly feet just go from under you. Yeah. They're gone. These feet were gone. No. It was a little slippy stone. It looked all right. You know what? I think I trod on it just before someone else had trodden on it. It was okay. But obviously just that little lack of traction, that little lack of ability to grip. Yeah. And he just went... And he went boom straight down, and there was obviously this little stream running down the side of the mountain. That's going straight down his body now. I'm terrible.
He fell in the stream.
Well, it's more of a very thin stream.
Like a thin, yeah.
Like it's just trickling down from somewhere.
But it's still wet enough to get you wet and annoyed.
To get his whole front. I'm terrible. Like I should have put my hand out straight away and gone, bruv, are you okay?
Yeah.
I just laughed. I laughed so loud because...
But you've got to laugh.
But you know when you're tired as well because you've been climbing and you can't even breathe and you're...
I bet he was annoyed because he got wet. I bet he got annoyed. He was wet. Because that was me. I would have been swearing. I would have been such a grumpy bloke for the rest of that team.
You have to carry on wet. I hated that. I hate
wet like that. And your clothes stuck to you.
Yeah, I tell you. Legs ached. My legs ached for days. But anyway, too many people are climbing Snowdon, and back off and chill out and give Snowdon people some space because they can't cope right now. You got to ease your way in. But it is great to do. Put it on your list. Some people do that 3-peak challenge. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, the 3-peak challenge is next level. I mean, if you do that properly, I mean, I don't know. I think you have to be superhuman to do that because you've got to, in between, you've got to, I mean, I know some people who run between the 3 peaks as well and then go up the mountain. I mean, you can't. The way to do it is people.
They run what?
So because the 3 peaks are quite far away from each other.
Yeah, Edinburgh or Scotland.
Yeah. So obviously you get someone then to drive you to the next peak, and then you climb the mountain, right? Yeah. But I know people who run between the peaks and then climb up. I mean, it's next level. That is.
You know what? That's an addiction. That ain't normal.
No, that just means that they can do things that we can't do. They're like ultra runners, and I don't think it's an addiction. I just think
that's obsession. That's an obsessive nature towards putting your body through an extreme. There's no way
I don't
you
think
can say that's perfectly normal. I'm going to just climb through mountains and run between them.
It's normal for us, but there's a lot of people who do ultra run, and they do this kind of crazy stuff, and it is. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's just because we can't put our bodies through it.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying ultra run. That's what I'm saying. Ultra run is an extreme thing. So is UFC. To go that hardcore.
Yeah,
that's not your average person. You aren't quote normal. Do you know what I mean? You're not.
Yeah, I mean, because there's a few percentage of people who do it. So therefore, I see what you mean. Yeah, it's not seen as normal.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's bad for you if you can do it.
Oh, I think it's that David Goggins thing that we've both listened to and heard about, that the Navy SEAL guy.
Yeah.
Who said, people think about the whole run and the whole thing. He goes, it's just one step.
Yeah.
It's one step at a
time.
All
in the mind. All in the mind.
And all that kind of thing. And you and I, actually, this is good though, because you and I can have this kind of chat. It's weird because Sach would be like, nah, mate. Get it. Nah, not having that. What a load of rubbish. Right? But you are all about the mindset. Even from day one when we met on the radio show, you were all about setting the tone, setting the vibe, energy. Stand up. That was the first thing you said. I'm not allowed to sit down. Do you remember that? You said,
I remember that.
Stand up when you present. And those desks at the BBC are brilliant. They go up and down, right? They go, so you can hire it. So it's.
But instantly, you are. I love this, kids.
Yeah, because you're awake. You are forced to be more alert. It's just it happens. They do those meetings nowadays, don't they? In some sort of corporate offices where they all meet and they stand because they say you get things done better.
Everything moves quicker, and I people now, because I now stand all the time, even at work, even when I'm doing my work, and people, it's actually it inspires people to go, oh, I'm going to try that actually, because what happens is when you stand, you can dance and you can move.
You don't have to.
But your body will automatically start moving, and you all of a sudden you'll start singing. You just feel, like you said, in a better space. And I think, it is all about the mind.
Yeah, but not only that, you do that. You did away with the script format. It wasn't really a script. It was more like notes about what's going to happen in the section of the show.
Yeah, it was very detailed. It was a lot of time taking exercise.
So what Kej, the lazy producer, came along and did, and thought, why am I, as a producer, I got to write all these notes out for the presenter?
At least 30 pages of it every day.
Yeah, because it was about 10 pages an hour sometimes. Even that, because it was notes about the songs as well and things, extra information that you need for the radio show. Yeah. And you went, nah, you don't need all that.
I know what I said, actually. The first thing I said about it, because the first sort of bit of your script was, it's just gone 6 o'clock. Hi, I'm Tommy Sandu, and you're listening to the BBC Asian Network. Yeah. And I said to the team, and again, there's ways of saying things, and maybe I didn't say it correctly, but I just went, you telling me Tommy doesn't know his name and he doesn't know what station he's working for? Get rid of this now. And I was like, I'm not typing that every day.
No.
I said, because if he doesn't know his name and what station he's working for, he doesn't deserve to be here. Like I said, there's ways to say things, and probably it wasn't the best way to say it at the time.
Well, we can only learn, Kej. Nobody is the finished article. Remember that. Nobody is the finished product. We're all learning all the time.
And to add to that, you can always learn one thing from somebody else because they can do one thing better than you.
Yeah. I reckon I can learn 1,000 things from people. I reckon my kids can do things better than me already. But no, so the change of the script thing and all that. But what that also does, and I want to tell, sometimes there might be some presenters want to be, working their way through the kind of ranks to kind of get their presenting gigs and get to the show they want to do. And I'll say this, it frees you up when you're kind of scriptless. It frees you up to kind of say things in a different way, and you won't just read it for me. You're already turning your brain on to kind of go, all right, how would I say it now? And you're tuning into the people. So I think it was good. I think there was a noticeable difference, don't you? I mean, numbers went up for the show and things like that.
No, but for me, I just think, like you said, that because when you said it frees you up. What it means is it becomes you. rather than someone who's been, told what to say. Like again, and the example I always give is, if you're going to tell me about, like you just did, about the news report about what happened on the top of the mountain, rather than someone writing that out for you and you reading it, which I've then lost interest in because I'm not connecting with you. When Tommy Sandu tells me about his versions of the news report, I'm like, oh, that's quite funny, and it's interesting because it's got your spin on it. So you've got to make it you, and I think that's what made it connectable to everybody.
Yeah,
and I think that's really that is really important in anything that you do. And
you got to be true.
Fully.
We say you just got to be true to you, and if you can always stand by that, then.
And talking about being true as well, over the weekend, I ended up at this a place called Jimmy's Grill in central London. And I was just looking.
Another little side hustle.
No, well, I'll tell you what, this is a side hustle that I would love to. They've only got two shops, I think. So they're small. So they do like vegetarian burgers, vegan burgers. I've never been to a burger joint with that many vegan options for a burger, and chips and everything that goes with it. Incredible.
Do you want to know about the serendipity of life here?
Go on.
I was looking at a menu. I can't even remember where it was or how it was, but only in the last day or two.
Yeah.
About a vegan burger restaurant.
No.
Right? I can't remember the name of it now, but I can still see the menu, because what I can tell you off the top of my head, now that you've just said that, we haven't spoken about this before.
No.
And that is, they had like a Chipotle southern fried burger, right? And this thing was looked like it was coated in breadcrumbs. There was cheese and a lovely sauce oozing out, the amazing brioche buns. And what they purposely did on every one of their burgers, they slightly tilted the burger bun at the top. So it's like a little doppy to one side a little bit.
Michael Jackson doppy
rather
move.
than the clean square on burger that everybody else does. It was a little bit like, we're just so big, it's lopsided a little bit. It's great, but it was all vegan. It was 100% vegan restaurant. I thought, well, that looks amazing.
Yeah, no, and I just thought, you know what? They took so much care and attention in making such a brilliant vegetarian vegan menu, and I thought, this is brilliant. Like, he doesn't have to if you can just focus on one thing and just make that, and so what that led me on to is, you know what? Why hasn't McDonald's made the Balwara burger?
Yeah.
Because I mean, and I mentioned that only because it was Vada Pav Day on Monday.
Yep.
Which is just gone. We recorded on a Tuesday, but on the 23rd of August, it's World Vada Pav Day.
WWD.
World Vada Pav Day.
Oh, Vada Pav Day.
WWPD.
Now the pav. Just
Power of the bread.
Yeah, I know. But why is it spelled PAV? How is the
Bob? I don't know. It's always been like that. I would have gone with the PAU. To be fair, I think I would have gone with the PAU.
You know how, like, obviously in Punjabi they say, let's say kudi,
yeah.
Even though you say it like with an R, Kuri.
Yeah.
Kudi. Kudi is spelled Kudi, but you can kind of see the closeness between the D and the R rolling into each other.
Yeah.
Kudi. It moves.
It's because that sound doesn't exist in the English language. That's why.
Yeah, so it's a kind of a mix. But I don't get the V and the
bow.
Well, it's like you just run out of bow.
I know. Bow. It's bow. I guess that some people may have heard a V at the end of it, but I thought, you know what? When I get a bit older, and I thought about this because this burger place kind of inspired me. I think because I heard about a lot of these kind of restaurants in like Japan. Like there's this one place in Japan where this man makes sushi, but he's the only person in this restaurant who makes it, and so therefore he makes it fresh for you. You can go there, but you got to wait because whatever you order, he then sits down to make it fresh for you. So therefore, I think he only serves like 9-10 people in a day or something like that.
Yeah.
And
does he charge silly money for it then?
No, normal money. But because it's handmade, it's made fresh with love. You know that he's making it his way, and that's it. And it's a sustainable business. And I just thought, you know what? I think I would want to do that. You know, when you get old, you just make vada pav and chai, whatever it is, whatever you want to do. Just make. Like, I know you like to make. Maybe your sag, because you're experimenting with it. You're getting better. I know you keep banging on that you're better than your father-in-law, even though he was the original. But just imagine if all you made was a bit of sag paneer and you just served it up with a bit of naan or paratha, whatever, and that's it. You get it for a £5, massive dollop of ghee. And I'm telling you, people will keep on coming for that.
You've actually hit a broader point with that for me because of what that means. I always think you should just do one thing well. You can still have other things that you are good at, but kind of focus on your one thing well. You haven't got to be amazing.
Do less things, but better. And if you can, just do one. But the best.
I learned that the hard way because I was trying to be a radio presenter, a TV presenter, and then you might be I do like my property stuff, or I'm trying to be a producer as well and get involved in music production or things like that. You're doing. Actually, you're spreading yourself thin. It's great because you get to do lots of things, and it's great because you experience it, and it all enriches you, and that's all wonderful. But you're kind of never gonna get your teeth into one thing. There is that guy who's making that sushi. You said, yeah?
Yeah, sushi. Yeah.
He sits down and he's rolled that kind of sushi that way, and he knows exactly what he's doing with every grain of rice. It's coming together. You know how he lays the fish across it or the vegetables, or how much soy sauce and all that kind of stuff. He's just got all of that down to perfection. And what is there mad cues for him as well?
Apparently, I mean, you obviously know that he's doing his stuff. It takes a bit of time. Yeah, it's just mad cue. You get a cue, you get a chance. That's it.
Look, in a world where we're all told scale your business, make more money this way, go to mass audiences and or mass customers. He's going the absolute opposite and go, no, it's me, my hands, making it for you, plus.
You just got to be niche. And talking of niche, I think, and I mentioned vada pav, and it was the day, and it was, I did a little bit of digging into it. Well, I didn't actually. Someone actually messaged it to me, but I like to make out that I've gone into massive bits of research.
Confession. That is a massive confession. I don't think you glaze over.
I love it.
I claim credit for other people's work. Good.
Yeah, other people sent it to me though, because they said, "Kej, you'll be interested to know this," and I thought I'm going to pass it on and give it to everyone. But I found out when the first vada pav was actually created and where and by who.
You can't say that because that's like, I know that like Middle Eastern people have a debate over where the falafel came from and whether it was,
Well, this was officially announced on vada pav day.
So somebody is actually staking claim.
Yes, okay. And I've got a photo of him. His name is Ashok Vedya. He happened to be in 1966. So when England were out there looking to win the World Cup.
Well, they did.
My man probably thought, I know what, I'm going to stick a football in a bun.
Yep.
Maybe that was his inspiration.
Yeah.
Add a bit of chutney on it.
And he was looking at the strikers and go, they need to give the ball a vada pow.
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 Yes.
Not a shota pow, but a vada.
Yeah.
Pow. Like kick it. And that might have channeled through the energy waves to the England players.
Absolutely. And they needed an extra kick so that it crossed the line. And that's why you get the chili in there.
Very good, Kej. The kick is the chili.
And like I said, it was invented in 1966 at Dadar Station. Mr. Ashok Vedya. I just think we have to mention him because this is going to go down. I mean, people need to know the history of how this brilliant invention was invented. And McDonald's, get onto it.
Yes.
You might not have milkshake in England, Wales, and Scotland, but get onto the vada pav.
It's got to have a strap line. You've got to give it a tagline. You've built it all up because you get the Big Mac ones and you get quarter pounder ones and
what would be the
the
big
vada
pav? The big pav.
Stick some fun in a bun.
Yeah. The vada mac. Mac vada.
Mac vada.
Mac vada pav.
Mac vada pav. Mac vada pav.
That sounds like a chicken.
I don't know, Baba. It's like, it's gone into like a weird. No, what's that? What's that pingu?
A tuba.
Yeah. I'm happy with the vada pav. But what about a Happy Meal? You can get some little mini one.
Yeah. Oh, mini ones. Now
less spicy for the kids.
Now with mini ones that you get in a box, like nuggets, you get 6 in a box.
Oh,
my word.
No. $20 to share, please.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But sir, there's nobody else in your car. Did I say what? Just pass over the box.
The bucket. Let's get the bucket.
She's got the shovel. I don't, so it really was international Vada Pav Day. World Vada Pav Day this week. Well, I don't think it's a million miles away from the aloo tikki that I've had in the streets of Punjab.
It's slight different texture though on the outside.
But because the aloo tikki, when I've had it, because it's great. That's the only good thing about going shopping with your wife in India, is because you get fed like a king.
Yeah, keeps you quiet
on naughty little snacks.
Keeps you quiet, and they can carry on spending.
Yeah, it's noodles, pizza, and aloo tikki from the street, and I love it. Fried aloo tikki from the street.
Oh yeah,
because they get it down with, because it's got to be crispy on the outside, and the alu's still got to be cooked all the way through. So you got to get that just right, enough heat to crispen but not burn, and to go through still. And then with the chutney, that chutney is this. Whoa!
I don't know. You know what? I tell you something. I think we are going to end up having a food business in our later years. I think we are.
I've told you the story, haven't I, about Shah Rukh Khan's numerologist?
No.
I was hosting the Slam tour. Shah Rukh Khan was over with Deepika, when they came with Abhishek and all of them.
Yeah.
And we went and met him, didn't we? At the airport, right?
Yeah.
All of that. I was hosting the Slam tour, and it was a press conference. So I was just there at the side. The One Show were following him as well. So they were all the crew as well. We're there at the side. Woman comes over to me. She goes, "Oh, are you the host?" I said, "No, actually, not of the press conference, but I'm working from another show." "All right." She goes, "I'm Shah Rukh's numerologist." I said, "All right." It's little Indian.
A man or a woman?
Woman, little, right? I went, "All right." And she goes, "Yeah."
What? She's traveling with her?
Huh? No.
Traveling with him?
I don't think so. I think she lives in London here, and now she's just trying to get to someone who can get her to Shah Rukh. Right. Yeah. And I weren't going to be that guy. I just about got myself there. And so I'm not going to blow it because of you.
Weeks of begging.
But she says, I tell Indian cricket players what numbers to have on their shirts, because I look at the numerology of them, their name and all that.
Oh.
She said, I'm the one who told Ajay Devgan to drop what would it have been? A U or an A? Devgan or Gun? What?
I think it was an A. Devgan.
Devgan, yeah. He dropped the A and made it Devgan, didn't he?
Devgan, right.
And she said, because that and all that, she goes, but Shah Rukh Khan. I went, yeah. She goes, for him and when he was born. I went, yeah. She goes, it's a perfect name. Oh, it's like, that's why he's so successful.
Right.
Then she read my hand and she
You let her do that?
No, well, she goes, can I look at your hand? I said, yeah, go for it.
I don't like people like that.
Yeah, but I'm not really that hardcore into all that stuff. I'm
interested. No, but I think once they tell you that, I think it plays in your mind forever.
Yeah, but doesn't everything that someone tells you?
No, but what I'm trying to say is when you meet slightly funky people like that who want to tell you your future, I'm just not into that at all. Like sometimes you get like tarot card reading. I just think when you tell me that, that's going to play on my mind forever. Like if you told me now, okay, you're going to be a millionaire, it's cool. I don't care. But when you start cards and you start acting freaky, I can't handle that.
It's not cards, but if this woman sees something in my hand, then she sees something. Whether it's true or not true, it's up to me, because I'm determined.
But the fact that you still know this now as well, so go on, carry on.
Right. So she looks at my hand. First thing she says,
"Good.
What's your connection to food?" This comes back to you, right? Right? And I thought she's saying I've got fat hands. She's going, because I can see the haldi stains on your nails. And she's not reading my hands.
You haven't washed that side off your palm of your hands properly.
No, she basically, she goes, what's going to do? I said, no, I love it. I can eat it and talk about it all day long. Yeah. And she said, you're going to work in food. So,
wow.
So maybe I'm going to serve the vada pavs in McDonald's when they finally make a vada pav.
We'll serve them together.
Yeah, there you go. So
I am there. I think that's vada pav and Sach paneer. I mean, you can't go wrong.
No,
that's all you need.
Yeah, delicious meal.
Talking about food, came across this story about how I thought this was really quite interesting. How apparently, when it comes to impressing people, there's plenty of us Brits who are happy to just chuck in a few fibs. And one of the most common fibs that Brits have been making recently, especially because of lockdown, is I bake my own bread.
That you can, that people would lie about that.
Did you not try it? Did you not try making some bread?
I did. I bake bread.
But do you use that as a line to sort of impress people?
No, I tell you why. Honestly, I love bread. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Ever since I was little, buttered bread. I'd come home from school, have a slice of buttered bread.
Yeah.
I loved the fresh bread from the bakery from when I was 5 or 6 years old. I remember the black seeded, poppy seeded loaf.
Oh, love it.
That is delicious.
With a
Buttered.
bit of butter on it. Oh, you
Yes.
can't go wrong. Yeah.
So I've loved
My
bread.
gran used to give us just that and chai.
Yeah. Oh, love happy day. You dip it in the tea.
Dip it in the tea.
Don't matter. Don't matter. You get that little swirly rainbow at the top of your tea with all the
Swirly
butters.
rainbow and,
Like
the
oil
butter
spill.
floating. Yeah.
Don't matter, right? Just drink through it. Just drink. It makes it creamy tea.
Love it.
Right? But I love bread. And even if when you go to sort of fancier places and they got that kind of crustier, Frenchy sort of bread and their butter tastes even richer and nicer. And it's lovely. So I love bread. So that's why I baked it at home a couple of times, because I just wanted to have it out the oven.
That's not a lie.
That's not a lie. No.
No. But
Why?
there are other lies that apparently people just like to slip in there. And the common fibs told by Brits, and this is a survey actually done by Amazon, which is interesting. But a lot of people say that they can eat what they like without putting on weight. That is the biggest lie ever. When people start dropping you lyrics like, "Oh, I can eat whatever I want," they're not eating whatever they want.
No, some people do though. I've seen some people just.
I think only when you're 20. I think that stops very quickly. If you think after 30 you can eat whatever you want without putting on weight, I think you're lying.
Yeah, I know what you mean. There's no one I know who's ripped.
Yeah.
And eats what they want, or even in good shape.
Exactly. The other ones are, I go to the gym every day. There's a lot of people who do that. There's a lot of people who make out they work out and exercise a lot. You know what I mean? You kind of think, because it's so easy to just drop that in a conversation, and it just makes people feel so bad.
I tell you what I hate is when you go to parties now. Let's say having a little outdoor gathering.
Yeah.
And people start telling you about what their workout regime is, and I don't know why they've suddenly we've got onto that topic. I didn't try and steer the conversation towards workouts. That's the last thing I want to talk about, because as you know, I don't work out. I do a couple of runs now a week and play a bit of basketball. That's it. And actually, it's the not working out that's done me well, because I used to do the weight and then eat more and do the weight and eat more. It was just yo-yoing. So I'm like, no, this works a lot better. It's a lot easier as well. But you get people telling you their workout regimes. Yeah, so like I do like Mondays, I do squats because we always got to start the week with leg day. Oh no, he started on Monday. I'm here for 7 days. He's going to talk me through the whole thing like Craig David, like a crap Craig David song. I did my legs on Monday, then I do chest and bars on Tuesday. I have a rest day on Wednesday, go for the swim with the boys, innit, and go jacuzzi for the steam room. I'm like, oh God. Well, I love a sauna steamer. It's good for the muscles, innit? Clean out the muscles. Oh, God's sake. I've had too many of those conversations, Kej. I'm tired of those conversations.
Yeah, I can tell you're tired of it. And actually, now it's kind of moved on to, so you get the big flurry of posts, don't you, on social media now, where for some reason they always know where the mirror is in a gym. I've never noticed. I've only ever been to a gym twice in my life, but I've never noticed a mirror in there. But you always get that sort of that shot of sort of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You get shots of the gym, and then by Saturday, Sunday, cheat day, innit? Cheat day, and then you've eaten like literally half of the world's food reserve. But cheat day. I'm like, no, don't have a cheat day. Just be nice day every day.
Well, the Rock says you need a cheat day. If you're going to train like that, you should have a cheat day.
I don't believe in cheat days as much as I don't believe in completely killing yourself or not eating anything either. I just think just eat nicely every day and enjoy it. Because when you do have that cheat day, honestly, you end up binging. So it's like, why are you doing all of that effort to then just spunk it all out on a cheat day, which is just going to then put you back? Just live on a steady graph going upwards.
I'm gonna defend cheat days. I'm gonna slightly play devil's advocate. Whilst I can obviously see your point, because I do believe that slow and steady and finding a happy medium is a good way to go long term. That's why I'm not really all for HIIT training. I think HIIT training is good in a bit.
I'm with you on that.
You got to do HIIT and then get back out of HIIT, or do HIIT not as frequently as normal.
And also, a lot of people who do HIIT training have normally got leg issues, back issues, shoulder, and 1 minute. 100%. And then it takes them out for a while, and then they're sitting there with that gun that you have, that massage gun.
Trying to,
and in their glute and everything. And so then I'm thinking, well, hold a minute. That means like for 5 days, you're not doing anything.
Yeah. It's the turtle and the hare thing.
It is the turtle and the hare, and I love being the turtle.
Yeah. Yeah, but you chat like a hare. That's which is good. So you're the turtle who's just slowly going around giving it trash to everybody else.
Yeah.
But what on that note, what I will say though is those who can train and sustain, like you say, ultramarathon runners exist and all that. So those who can train at that level,
But
they say psychologically having a cheat day is really good. Break off from the routine, put that crap in your body in a way so your body then reacts to it and it actually does good and it fuels you to do more the next week. So it works.
I reckon, well, I don't reckon, I know because I don't. Once you go in your diet to a point where you're just living on that happy medium and it becomes your new way of life, I don't think you crave to have a cheat day. That's my takeaway from that. I don't feel like I need to have a cheat day.
So you say sort of settle for a middle of the road and you don't feel the need.
All in moderation. If look, at the end of the day, if you fancy an ice cream, have an ice cream. That's not going to make you roly-poly fat or unhealthy, right? But
roly-poly fat, is that a technical term, Ken? Is that...
Yeah, no, but because I think there's so much pressure from these gym freaks and fanatics and this has got this much calories. That's fine. Like obviously everything's got certain amount of calories and it's unhealthy and sugar and all of that, right? But if you can build that sort of around you and you kind of go, as long as you're not eating 7 ice creams a day every day, one ice cream after say 3 days, you think, you know what, I fancy it. Don't deprive yourself of the good stuff in life. Otherwise, what's the point of living?
Well, really what you're saying is then a little bit of bad does you good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it just keeps you ticking over.
Yeah. Or actually, as my Dyer once said, can I look at that? I never thought I'd get to quote my Dyer. There's words of wisdom here, people. Are you ready? This is full insight in life. The man's
Let's write this down.
He's got to be in his 80s now. Yeah. And he said not so long ago, and he says, with all things in life, like nasha things, like drink and anything else, he goes, your body's got a quota of how much it can take. It's up to you when you want to spend that quota. When you do in your 20s, you're done. But if you want to pace it, he still has a peg every day.
Wow.
He goes, because I ain't rinsed my quota.
But the thing about the quota, I do like that. But the thing about the quota is that you need someone to tell you about the quota when you're 18.
You need someone to what?
You need someone to tell you about the quota when you're 18.
Yeah, but I mean, of course you.
Most people hear about the quota when they're in their 30s.
30s, yeah.
By which they've used 80% of it up.
Exactly. But now what? But the problem we've got though in our blooming community is that people use up 110% of it by the time they're in their 40s, and so you're like, oh God, and then we're all in recovery mode, and the whole family's suffering from it. So no, you're right. So so pace it. So that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say now. I've stopped drinking for 18 months now, whatever. But I think I'm just saving my quota. I'm never saying never. Yeah. I'm just saying not right now because I don't feel I need to.
And then you're going to get back onto the quota when
maybe if I want to. I've saved a few quota tokens. Thank you, Diaji.
I like that. Can we just quickly switch it to a new fashion trend that I thought, you know what, I need to. I mean, it's a shame
because of your diet. Let's go young. Oh, is this like a strategic management decision that you get when a station decides to go young?
Oh, yeah. Let's go young and keep it with the people like the Gen Z lot who are basically
only the brown load. Talking about Dyers to Gen Z.
We're on the Gen Z vibe here, and it's a shame because it would have been nice to have Sach on this one as well. Right. But I think this is I don't think this is spoken about a lot in the Asian community, and I'd love to know what Asian women and men think about this. And apparently it's that Gen Z are casting off their boxy Bermuda shorts, right? So when you go swimming, all this is nowadays, the standard swimming trunks is you get the long sort of Bermuda shorts, don't you?
Yeah. Just remind me, Gen Z are born after when? 2000.
Yeah, Gen Z's. Yeah, I think it's after 2000.
Right. So these are 22, 18 to sort of 15 to 22-year-old ish. You're talking about these kind of age range.
Yeah, I think so. Let me just double check that for you before we get it wrong. But Gen Z is basically if you're born from between 1997 and 2012.
Yeah. So you are over 10 years old and you could be up to 25 years old. right?
Yeah.
So that's Gen Z, 10 to 25 right now.
They're hip and they're happening.
And they're now the Bermuda shorts. What you said?
They're casting off their boxy Bermuda shorts. And let's face it, we've all got Bermuda shorts. When we go swimming, I've got about 3 pairs now. I've got one Spurs ones. But the Spurs one.
Where's the cock on the Spurs?
Oh, bottom left.
Okay.
Always hanging low and left.
Low and left. Okay, lovely.
And then I've got a few I've got one pair which is like white, grey, army kind of pattern ones, and I've got Bermuda like proper
army ones.
Yeah, army.
So you can camouflage into the sand with your brown body.
It's more like the white snow kind of camouflaging. Snow leopard type ones, and then I've got purple sort of like palm tree ones.
You know what this should be?
What?
Like an undies calendar.
What, Kejiness Bermudas?
Just the way you're describing it.
The
winter one.
Bermuda calendar.
Yeah, but you're always in like Bermuda shorts. So it's the white army ones, and you're in like a snowy mountain, just like holding onto a tree.
Yeah.
We'll have to get a really thin tree to make you look bigger. And
I'll be camouflaged. You just think I'm another tree.
You can't see it. Just see your eyes.
Yeah.
Like a snow leopard. Oh. And like all the other little themed ones. You could do a Diwali one, holding candles.
Oh, yeah. Nice, little Fulgari one. So
Kejiness. That's what it could be called. Like a calendar. Sorry, 2022.
Anyway, so Gen Zs are not going for the Bermudas anymore, and they're going for. Are you ready for this? The old school tight budgie smuggler style briefs this summer.
That's brave.
Apparently, this is the preferred choice of the youngsters who opt for something a bit more eye-popping than the modest knee-length beachwear. This was big, like in the 80s. Let's face it. When you went swimming lessons back in the day, you were in budgie smugglers, correct? That's what we had to wear swimming. Yeah. And also because then you could sew the badges on. Your 25-meter badge. Did you have to ever do that? You had to sew them on.
You know, I wasn't very athletic as a kid. There was I never got any badges.
You must have got 10 meters.
I got width, and I think a certificate though. I didn't do anything much.
Okay, right.
I think I might have got the odd bronze for something or other at sports day.
Yeah.
Because I was a chubby kid. And the Speedos that they put on you would virtually disappear in my
under the did.
Yeah, under the
fold over.
Under the did, you'd lose the top bit, and the other bits would go between the thighs and the did.
No one is imagining Tommy Sandy as a 10-year-old with budgies.
Oh God, it's horrible.
You were naked.
Eh?
Kind of looked like you were naked when you were standing up.
Absolutely, and then you'd sit on the side, and I'd hate it because you got droopy boobs, and other kids are looking at like your droopy boobs.
I don't think anyone cared.
I don't
think anyone cared when you were 10. But apparently, 5% of British men aged 41 and 50 still wear them. Right? Do you know anyone? Do any of your mates still wear them? When you've been out on a stag or anything, I'm just trying to think. If I know there's one fella who wears them, but he has got a very good body. He has got, I would say, almost 6-packish body. I don't know how I don't know how he does it because he doesn't train.
Forget the 6-packish. What's he packing down there, Kedge?
Well, I mean, his bulges are in the right place.
Let's be honest. You just got to, if you're going to do that, you're saying, hello, I'm going to wear it like
What are you saying? Well, no, you're not saying anything. You think that if you wear budgie smugglers, you're saying something.
You're drawing attention to it.
Well, I don't even think women find them attractive. I don't think women seeing men in those find them attractive. I don't know.
The attraction's got nothing to do with it. What I'm saying, what the person is doing when they put it on is drawing attention to it for their own needs. It might not.
Why is it seen like that though?
Well, it's like anything. If you wear
because there's more skin on because all that's on show is a bit of your thigh. That is it. It's only slight I don't know.
No, but it's tight.
30 centimeters worth of extra thighage
material. But it just homes in on just that area.
The Bermuda Triangle.
The triangle of love.
It's interesting to think because I don't know how Asian women feel about budgie smugglers, and would they want to see their desi banda in those Speedos?
I think I got pictures of my mum in Speedos. Not just him.
Sorry, this is what kind of confession is this?
I remember like being in India by a pool, and we got pictures and we're all there, and he wore Speedos back then. So I'm talking about the 80s, the mid 80s.
Yeah.
And so I think what I'm saying is I think the budgie smugglers could well be the Desi pants of choice, or the Desi Bermuda shorts.
Swimming trunks.
Swim trunks of choice. Yeah. I reckon there'd be quite a few that wear them. But the problem, obviously, a lot of Desi men may have is the level of hair. So when you wear those, you create a natural parting in your thigh hair, which is you don't want to.
Thigh hair? What? I don't know what you're. What do you mean? Where is it going to part?
You can't connect with this because you don't have much body hair. But most normal men, particularly Punjabi men, have hair up their thighs and.
Oh, so you're saying where the chuddy cuts over your thigh,
it's pulling some of the ball inside.
Oh, but you would have to go and have like the women, you would have to go and have a budgie smuggler wax, wouldn't you? You would have to.
The BSW, isn't it? The budgie smuggler wax. Bro, I'm here for the BSW. I'm going to Dubai tomorrow.
After your workout at the gym. The BSW. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. Anyway, let's have a quick chat about the things we have seen this week, because I am telling you, I am coming like Clint Eastwood with a whole stack of guns. That is how much telly I've seen this week. And
wait, stop. I want to talk about your analogy there. Yeah. I'm coming and I thought, where's he going to go with this? Because I was kind of thinking it might be rude.
Yeah.
Right? I'm coming like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
With a stack of guns.
Listen,
no gangster has ever said, yo, we're going to need a stack of guns. It's the most public school buddy. Hey, you know what we're going to need, guys? We're going to need a stack of guns, everyone. We're going to need a bloody well whole stack of them. That's what we're going to need.
And to quote, famous radio presenters, and I'm locked and loaded to hit you with all of this good stuff, telly that I've been watching.
Go on in. Okay, so what have you seen that is going to blow us away? What are you stacked up with, Kej?
Right, I'm going to start off with two films that are in the cinema at the moment. Two films that are in the cinema at the moment. The first one starring Cumberbatch. What's his first name?
Benedict
Cumberbatch. It's called The Courier. Oh my word! I said it like a French person. The Courier.
No, you didn't.
Courier.
No, you said it like a English person trying to say the Punjabi word for a girl.
The Courier. Oh, love it.
Courier.
Courier. Yeah, but
what's the film called?
Courier. That's
yeah,
right.
Courier.
Yeah.
That's it.
But this film is a true story. I didn't know it was a true story. It's brilliant. His acting, next level, body transformation.
Sorry, who was the main guy in it?
Benedict.
Oh, Benedict. Sorry, not Clint Eastwood.
Not Clint Eastwood. No, I'm Clint Eastwood. Okay, he's Benedict Cumberbatch. The film is brilliant. Okay. Make sure you go and see it.
Where is it? Is it cinema?
It's in the cinema at the moment. It's so good. I mean, I think everyone. I don't know. I'm getting spammed with the adverts, a lot of it on my Twitter timeline. But it is so good, and I think it worked, the spamming, because I've seen it, and it is so good. The acting. It's a true story based on Russia and England and America, and getting spies and information out of Russia and all of that. I don't want to
Haven't we seen a lot of that before, Kej?
No. This, I mean, I don't know. I've not seen a film like this before. I think it's brilliant. And again, it's a true story. So if it's a true story, I'm in. I'm all in. Always.
True. I'm in. I do like those. Yeah. Courier. I watched on a quality level, just on Amazon Prime, 21 Bridges.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
what's that about?
Chadwick Boseman, the late, great Chadwick Boseman, who was...
is this his last film?
I'm not sure if it was the last one. Was, I didn't even look at the year. I think it was 2019, 2020. Even.
Oh, okay. No. Maybe not then. Yeah.
Right. And it was a story about him as a detective, but his father was a detective. I won't give too much away. But it was like an old school, proper, like detective-y sort of stuff.
Oh, like a Dick Tracy.
Yeah, but they had like, if you listen to the soundtrack, I couldn't get it. I kept talking about the sound. My wife used to go, shut up, like just stop going on about it. Because there was like dun 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 dun.
Oh, like proper drama.
Yeah, when he's walking along, and it was almost like it was a bit. But it's a good, clever, well acted, brilliant film, and I love all that. Manhattan is on lockdown. All 21 bridges are locked down because they need to catch these bad guys.
I like that. I
like lots of wham bam. It's good film, but not in the cinema, just on Amazon.
And the other film that I've seen, which is in the cinema at the moment, is called Pig. And I really didn't think I'd ever watch a film like this. And I didn't even think, I don't even know how it got onto my radar. But again, I've just been seeing the posters around everywhere, and it's got Nicolas Cage.
It's sort of browny and oldie looking.
Like, but it's a close up of his face, and it just says Pig.
Like like the color of the font of a wanted poster. Like I sort of maybe
a little bit brownie. Yeah, I think you might have seen it. But Nicolas Cage, and it's been a while since we've seen Nicolas Cage in a film, and this.
Well, can I get my little Nicolas Cage 2 pence in before you go further?
Go on.
He's done a couple of really crap,
yes,
Netflixy films, and
absolutely agree.
And me and my dad were talking about this the other day because we were saying a lot of the stuff that's churned out on Amazon Prime and Netflix and stuff is crap, or a bit.
I agreed, absolutely agreed.
And I saw Nicolas Cage and who was the guy in The Matrix?
Keanu.
The bald guy.
Morpheus, yeah.
That actor.
Yeah.
He's a brilliant actor. He's been in loads of stuff. I can't remember. I've gone blank. But he look it up, Kedge. He's going to bug me otherwise. He was in some like rubbishy film where he played some druggie, and it was just like, oh, this is just poor. It's like, I want to see you doing amazing stuff because you are amazing.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne, right?
I wouldn't want to watch him in any other film, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I think he's in The Matrix and that's it. I don't think he needs to be in anything else.
He's got such presence. He's got such a voice. He's got such a look. And like, you're doing this kind of rubbish. You can hear the script's a bit rubbish. The way it's filmed is a bit rubbish. So what I'm saying is, it's good. And I want to say, we have seen Nicolas Cage recently.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping you're going to give this a big up.
Well, I wasn't expecting much from it. The first time I was going to watch it, I didn't do it. I thought, no, this is going to be so boring, and I'm going to have to go on the brown road and tell you how I just wasted my life watching this boring film. But again, open mind, I put it on, got the popcorn out, and actually, it's brilliant. I think he's going to win so many awards. His acting is incredible in this, and it's one of those films. There's no chance Sach is ever going to watch this film. No chance. Yeah. But this film is, you can take as much out of it, or you can take, and hardly anything out of it. But it's got so many layers, and it's beautiful. But I think,
what's the general plot? What's going on in Pig, the film?
The general plot is that you follow the life of this guy, Nicolas Cage, who looks for truffle, and he's got a beloved pig who finds him the truffle. The pig gets stolen. That's it.
Right. If I am just picturing Sach's face right now.
Oh yeah, if Sach was here, he would have killed me by now.
He would have walked away. He would have taken his headphones off, pressed stop on the end of the podcast, and walked away and gone, that's it. We cannot ever recover from that.
You watched the film about some guy,
a man who uses a pig to find mushrooms, truffles.
Yeah.
And the pig gets stolen. Yeah. And it's not a comedy.
It's not a comedy by any stretch of the imagination.
How is that not a comedy?
It
should have Benny Hill music.
But again, this film is so, I honestly, and not in a weird way, and I know people probably listening think, oh my God, this is so weird. But when I watched this film, I thought of you, because there's so many themes in this that me and you will connect with this. We've already spoken about food, a lot of it in there, and doing. Well, no, I'm not going to say anymore. I think that's it. But it's so brilliant.
Sorry, that you watching this film made you think of me.
Yeah, because I know that why you would love this film as well. Because for the same reason that I went, yes, I want to take this film into my life because it's brilliant.
Oh.
And you will do the same thing for it as well.
I'm going to say, does it connect to what we spoke about earlier about
doing
one thing well in your life?
Fully. Don't say anything more.
Oh, that's just okay.
But absolutely.
Having artistry to your life, I think is important.
It is.
Otherwise, it's all just churned out nothing. I really think it. I think each one. What's nice about a podcast, what we do, it's right now. It's true. This is us. This is and I love the fact we can do that. And that's so I'm curious by Pig as well. Right. Anything else?
And the last thing, like I said, the last gun that I'm going to fire your way, whether you want to dodge the bullet or you want to let it, go into your body and absorb it and become part of this beautiful creation, is a new series, Amazon Prime, 9 Perfect Strangers. The new Nicole Kidman. She's made it. She's produced it. She stars in it. I've seen episode 1. I'm in. All I'm going to say is it's about people who go 9 perfect strangers who are on their way to a new place, like a retreat, and it's a health and wellness resort, and they're all going there to basically try and get better and cure themselves of all the issues. It just seems very mysterious.
Okay. Ooh,
and Nicole Kidman comes at the end of episode 1 and you go, I'm in, because I want to know what happens next.
Very good. I see. Immediately what I think of is something like Lost, because you say 9 Perfect Strangers. Nine Perfect Strangers. Something like Lost, all people thrown together. But now, see, telly like that, and Nicole Kidman is not going to sign up for anything silly. This is what I mean.
She's making. Nicole Kidman only does good things. And I've heard her speak about the show and the way she spoke about the show and, just the kind of people that she's casted for it. She's working all over it. It's her team that's making it. And that I found really interesting, that it's her and her team now who make these shows. And she goes, without the team, you can't make these kind of shows.
I agree. Well, the thing is, you always get the front person, as always.
Yeah.
But you're nothing unless people are going to back you up. You're nothing unless people are going to go, right.
You always need someone to play the triangle and the maracas.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you listen to a record like 1,000 times, you know what sounds the best?
What?
The triangle and the maracas.
There you go.
I'm telling you, because after a while you don't hear the lead vocal. You don't hear, you're looking for the depth behind that great song. And
wow.
I listened to something the other day and I thought, I never noticed that. It was like some bongos or something like in the back. No, I'll tell you what I put on. That song. My life, my life, my life, my life in the sunshine. Because it was sunny. So I thought I wanted to find the most sunniest song to go with the sunniest feeling. And that, it's got bongos and stuff in the background. And it's like, right, close your eyes, let the top shine down, put it on in your headphones. I'm telling you, it sounds like a real Buddha thing to do, though, all of a sudden, now that I say it out loud. I think I've lost Gen Z with that comment, Ed.
That's fine. But anyway, that is my lot for the things I've seen. Do you want to round it off with the things that you've learned this week? Is there something that you want to share?
Well, young Kej, the thing I've learned, it actually kind of now connects to the things you've touched upon in Pig, the things we touched upon in Doing One Thing Well and all that stuff. Because here's something small, which is massive, which is, I suppose, what we're really saying. And that is, I found out this week that Japan kept a train station running, a whole station running.
Wow. Go on.
Just for one girl in high school. The train only stopped there to pick her up in the morning and in the evening to drop her off. Japan Railways only ended the route when she graduated.
Wow.
She's from some remote place. They only ran that service so she could get back to school, to and from school, and then they ended the route after she graduated. That's just a little quiet, subtle bit of specialness going on somewhere on the planet. A little bit of loveliness, a little bit of good people just kind
That's incredible.
Let's all just make this happen. And let's not overthink it.
And they didn't think about the cost.
Right. Doesn't matter, because I know it sounds a cliche. What cost can you put on a kid's education? But it is a cliche, but it's true. That girl has graduated now. She's gone on to other thing. Those people just came together. And I just think when you say about the small things in life, that's what we've really been talking about today.
Yeah.
Then that's There it is right there. That's what I learned.
Well, I think I'm going to end it then and to complete the circle of this podcast, which is, I mean, like you said, we didn't plan it. This is how it's gone down today. I'm going to end with a famous Japanese proverb that I.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with the Kawali. No,
we're going to go with a Japanese proverb. Obviously, I don't know the actual Japanese for it, but in English. And
it would be nice to finish the show on some good kind of Kawalis, or some, some a little bit of the old
Kinasono.
Yeah.
Must calendar must.
I'd love to. Live that. Can we end the show one day like that?
You just give me an idea.
Go on. Garage brunch.
Not garage brunch. Kawali brunch.
Oh, bro, have you ever been to one?
What? No one's ever made it. No one's ever done a Kawali brunch.
No, it was more of a.
I've been to a Kawali show.
Yeah, it was guzzles and Kawalis.
Oh, I've been to one of them.
Oh.
But I didn't. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't old enough to enjoy it.
No, you're right. Well, no, I was, and it was. Oh, it's special. It's just.
I was taken on by my dad, and I was young, and I knew one or two songs, but I didn't. But I think if there's promoters out there, the Kawali brunch is what you'd want.
Oh, yep, lovely. Just chilled, daytime, couple of hours, family friendly. Everyone's kicking back.
Full Indian kind of naan, paratha, all of that kind of stuff.
Oh. You can go on a scale of naughty. You can go.
Wow!
The more pages you turn, the more butter they add. Beautiful.
I love it. Anyway, back to the famous Japanese proverb that they all say, and I think it kind of ends the podcast quite nicely. Is fall 7 times, rise 8 times.
One more time.
Fall 7 times, rise 8 times. I mean, I love that.
I wanna understand the layers behind it.
Go.
So obviously, for every 7 falls, you're gonna rise 1 more.
Exactly.
So just keep rising.
That's it.
After the fall, because just make sure that the ups outweigh the downs.
There you go.
You got it. I like that.
And that's Nicolas Cage and everything. Made a lot of rubbish on Amazon and Netflix and all that, but I'm telling you, he's a big one with this film as well.
It's true. It's not all rosy. Nothing is all rosy. It can often appear, and our people, to stereotype here, Asians, our desis are guilty of looking over and thinking grass is greener all day long. And I do it with careers. I do it with other people. I think, God, they've got lucky with their breaks, and look at that, timing and this and that, and look what happened to me. You can easily get caught with that. Or you can go, it's cool. My next moment's coming. And also, I'm happy. You think you're all right. If things are good, you're like, enjoy it. Enjoy the now. But just keep going. The 8th rise is important. Because
the 8th rise is very important.
Because people don't often believe they can rise again. They'll go, I'm done. I'm out. You're not. You really
never are.
Never are. There you go. I like that, Kedge. It's a lovely, lovely way to end it. So next week, Sach will be back.
And we'll get back to the craziness. But I thought, you know what? That was that was a very different vibe.
It just shows that really amongst us, it's Sach who's the dick. There you go. We'll catch you next week. See you guys.